violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
On the murders of 3 female relatives in Queens, a suspect has been taken into custody in Virginia. Police say he's a 21-year-old member of the same family.
Dang. So the suspect is a member of the family, and he decided to delete 3 women in his family. Guys, I told you anybody could get it in the community. Women, children. It doesn't matter. These super gremlins are on demon time.
A home health aide found the victims dead at their home in Jamaica yesterday morning. At least 2 of them were stabbed to death. The youngest was in her 20s and disabled. Police have not...
20s and disabled, guys. I mean, what type of reason would you have for stabbing a disabled family member of yours? Let alone a woman. I mean, I could kind of rationalize a dude. Maybe he said something. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying, you know, why a person would do it. But I don't know, bro. He was just tired of being the only guy in the house. It's getting wicked out here, y'all.
Revealed a possible motive for the killings. The suspect is in the process of being extradited back to the city.
An update now in the tragic murder of 3 women in Queens. The NYPD says a 22-year-old family member is being held as a person of interest. He was taken in custody in Virginia, driving a car stolen from one of the victims.
Dang. So, I mean, you can't get any dumber than that. That links you directly to the individual that was deleted. And you're toast, bro. Caught red-handed. He steals a vehicle. At least steal somebody else's vehicle. At least pull a Kia boys and you know what I'm saying? Rig a Kia or something. But to take the vehicle of one of the individuals that you deleted, guys, I mean, it's a intelligence issue, an IQ issue, as you guys would say. There's so many things going on here. Obviously, people are going to throw in the mental health as well. Okay, so if we want to give him that out, but I'm not so sure. I mean, one of the women that he killed was disabled. So, I mean, who was suffering more from mental health? Right?
A 68-year-old mother, her 47-year-old daughter, and 26-year-old stepdaughter were all found stabbed to death inside a home in Springfield Gardens yesterday morning. Police say the suspect was seen on camera leaving that house at 5 a.m. The NYPD is now heading down to Virginia to question the person of interest.
The latest on the murders of those 3 women relatives in Queens. The suspect has been taken into custody now in Virginia and is in the process of being extradited back to New York. Police say he is a 21-year-old member of that same family. A home health aide found the victims dead in their home in...
A home health aide had to find them like that. Think about that trauma that she's experiencing. She'll never live that down. She's always going to remember that image in her brain. It's etched in her brain. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that. So, all in all, tragic situation. I mean, he didn't use a gun this time. He stabbed them all. So, I mean, that's kind of, I wouldn't say it's different, but it's not the norm that we see. He was obviously the Jason of his family. Like, he really just, I don't even know what to say, bro. Honestly, like that, I don't know what could have driven him to do this. other than being a super gremlin on demon time.
Jamaica Friday morning, at least 2 of them had been stabbed to death. One suffered severe head trauma. Police have not revealed a possible motive for those killings.
In New Jersey, authorities have made an arrest in the deadly shooting of a 28-year-old man in Hoboken a couple of months ago. 25-year-old Dion Williams of Jersey City now charged with murder in the killing of Christopher Garcia, who was shot on a basketball court on Marshall Drive back.
Wow, so I didn't even know this story was attached to this, but looks like midnight basketball ain't working, guys.
On September 25th, Williams was taken into custody at a hotel in Elizabeth. Authorities have not indicated a possible.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe, hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more do you want from me?
We get here tonight with a gruesome discovery inside a home in Queens.
3 women found stabbed to death this morning in Springfield Gardens, and police are now on the search for a killer. CBS 2's Dave Carlin live now with more on this investigation. Dave?
The 3 women from the same family found dead in their bedrooms, and a knife found in a bathroom. Police believe a male suspect is responsible. Chopper 2 over the crime scene, with investigators focused on this tidy 3-level home in Springfield Gardens, unraveling the mystery of 3 women stabbed to death inside. The victims are a 68-year-old mother, her 47-year-old daughter, and the 68-year-old's bedridden 26-year-old stepdaughter. Police say a knife was left behind. This neighbor, named Willie, knew the 3 women. Tell me about them.
They're good people, they're good.
How do you know them?
By working for them.
He didn't want to answer no questions about that situation. Honestly though, like, I think the newscaster kind of got tripped up when he was talking about the ages, though. I kind of want to run that back, because he kind of threw me when he said some of the ages. Hold up.
Unraveling the mystery of 3 women stabbed to death inside. The victims are a 68-year-old mother, her 47-year-old.
So we got a 68-year-old mother,
daughter,
her 47-year-old daughter,
and the 68-year-old's bedridden 26-year-old stepdaughter.
A 68-year-old bedridden 26-year-old stepdaughter? Hold on. What?
Bedridden 26-year-old stepper, and the 68-year-old's bedridden 26-year-old stepdaughter.
Okay, so he's saying the 68-year-old's bedridden 26-year-old stepdaughter, I guess, right? So we got a 68-year-old, 47-year-old, and 26-year-old. I'm right?
68-year-old mother, her 47-year-old daughter, and the 68-year-old's bedridden 26-year-old stepdaughter. Police say a knife was left behind. This neighbor, named Willie, knew the 3 women. Tell me about them.
They're good people, they're good.
How do you know them?
By working for them.
The discovery on 182nd Street was at 10:40 Friday morning, when police say a home health attendant who cares for the 26-year-old showed up for work. Later in the day, another attendant with the same agency who works at the home every Wednesday showed up and had her daughter talk to us.
The agency called my mom. She's shocked because she just heard the news, so we bring her down here to see.
A police spokesman called the incident isolated and domestic in nature, with no immediate risk to the public. Police.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like they were just trying to minimize the situation with that statement. But I mean, they're right. It's isolated, you know, domestic situation. Was he going to go off on anybody else? Who knows? You know, that is likely. But it appears that he was only really targeting those specific women for some odd reason. I guess we'll never know, but whew, just a wicked situation. Wicked situation.
Sources say a person of interest is a male relative.
I don't know what's going on in this world today, man. Everything is crazy. Gotta be some domestic violence or something.
Mayor Eric Adams visited the crime scene, was briefed on the details, and left without talking to reporters.
Yeah, I mean, what is he gonna do about this? I mean, New York is definitely spiraling. Mayor Eric Adams said he was gonna get this type of stuff under control. Doesn't look like his plans are really working out. People are becoming more restless, more violent in the city of New York, and it's pretty much a wrap, it seems.
We learned from police sources that the suspect may be driving one of his victims' cars. Live in Springfield Gardens, Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Dave, thank you.
He is, according to police, he is allegedly the nephew of one of the women that he supposedly killed. He was captured down in Virginia when he apparently ran out of gas. Authorities are now working on extraditing him back.
Yeah, them gas prices will hit you over the head. And that's nephew. Nephew did all this, man. Nephew did all this. It's ridiculous. I mean, these dudes are not playing. You know, a lot of people have this, you know, this idea in their head that these types of domesticated stabbings, annihilations of your whole family is a glider thing. And I've been doing stories where this happens a lot in the community over and over again. And it appears that the powers that be don't want to get the message out there. That's the reality. That's why I keep facing demonetization, shadow banning, and all types of different ways for you know, I'm not going to say who, but for them to censor what's really going on out here, because they don't want this type of thing to stop happening. And by spreading awareness, you make people conscious of this. Most people don't know that this is going on. I'm telling you that right now. Even people in the community who are in the hood every day, yeah, you know, brothers die every day, B. I know that's a common saying, but I don't think they really even understand the gravity at which these types of situations are happening in the community.
Back up here to New York. We're here at the scene, the crime scene, where those three relatives police say he killed were found. Their bodies inside this home over here in Springfield Gardens, Queen, excuse me. According to officers, this incident happened Friday morning. Let's jump over to the video. The victims are a 68-year-old mother along with her 47-year-old daughter and 26-year-old stepdaughter. Police tell us the 22-year-old man they've now arrested, again, as I said, was a nephew of one of the women. Investigators claim he stabbed all three of those women in the neck. One of them was also beaten in the head. When we spoke to family members, they told us they were just in utter disbelief that
we didn't know all that now. The stabbing in the neck, the details, stabbing in the neck, beating in the head. I mean, this is horrific. This is what type of time these dudes are on, bro. I'm telling you right now, the type of rage and anger that you have to do that to three women of your family. I don't know what's going on in that household, but obviously he's 100% in the wrong. If it was that bad, if living in that household drove him that crazy, he should have got his own place. But this is ridiculous, man.
That one of their young relatives all 3 of those women in the neck. One of them was also beaten in the head. When we spoke to family members, they told us they were just in utter disbelief that one of their young relatives could be capable of doing something like this to his own family. Investigators haven't said why this man allegedly stabbed his family members to death. Virginia State Police tell us they found this man covered in blood, stopped alongside an interstate road down in South Virginia, about 35 miles away from the city of Richmond. That suspect apparently ran out of gas in a stolen vehicle and got stuck there. He is now being held in a Virginia jail until he can be transferred back up here to Queens. Other family members we talked to tell us the women who died were just kind people all around. Have a listen.
Nice, loving, caring. Yeah, everybody gets along well with her.
We're just basically trying to support each other right now. We're still in disbelief, so, you know.
And they might have put the pressure on that boy and told him, hey, you got to get a job. And he wasn't willing to do that. He wasn't willing to contribute to the household, and he spazzed out.
Just pretty much, it's like a shocker. We're so, you know, devastated.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Back out here live, you can see the crime tape still up around this Springfield Gardens home in Queens. Police are calling this an isolated domestic incident. They say the public was never really in any serious danger. They're now working on...
The public was never in any serious danger, but a 22-year-old super gremlin on demon time just deleted the matriarchs of his household. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Identifying the 3 victims and releasing their names to us. Once the suspected murderer, Kaidi, is brought up here and officially charged, we will have his name as well.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.